5 years of observing my life as a scientific experiment, where there's certain days where I was porn free the night before, and there were certain days where I had relapsed to pornography the night before. The difference is astounding. We all know the stupid situations that we put ourselves through time and time again, man, where we get home from school or work, we may be feeling stressed, lonely, or tired in the nighttime, and we have all the time in the world to just imagine that pornographic scene, and it plays out in our head, and we give life to an urge, the temptation to lust, and we give into that urge by typing in that website, right? We relapse, we go to bed, and we wake up the next day having to deal with the consequences of that action, where we have low energy, low motivation, no female attraction. But most importantly, bro, it just feels like a boring day. You know, we're feeling tired, but also if it also feels like just another ordinary day that's going to be forgotten. Nothing's memorable is happening. But that's just because that's what your awareness registers. And I must let you know that pornography lowers your vibration and it lowers your awareness. Pornography causes brain damage. Pornography erodes your prefrontal cortex. So the point I must make before we actually talk about the blessings, the new ones that you attract into your life, what if pornography just causes you, it's like a blinder, and it causes you to fail to recognize the blessings that are already in your life. The miracle of life that you're already living right now, you're just failing to express gratitude for it because pornography steals your joy. Pornography keeps you in a cycle of shame. Amen. I'm just saying, amen. One thing I will say is that when I am retaining my seed and I am abstaining from pornography, I start to notice the synchronicities a lot more. Like things lining up for me, all of these messages from the universe, I read them, I notice those signs, whether it's in music or in angel numbers, bro. But why was it that when I fell back into my pornography habit, those angel numbers went away? It went like poof. I'm not too sure if they went away or if I've just dumbed my brain down. So you got to consider that. Now here are the variety of blessings that you may find yourself attracting the further you go on your NoFap journey. All right, laughter. You maybe just find yourself laughing at the mundane things. You're laughing at things that aren't funny. You're just, the joy is so much more present because you are living in the present moment. All right. My homies on Reddit have described their own experiences, and they've seemingly attracted, of course, woman attraction is the most commonly talked about one. All right, for sure. Female attraction, legendary, cool. Compliments, respect from other men, or things like money, where you're working at a restaurant and people just randomly decide to tip you, or you find a $20 bill on the ground as you're walking in the park or something, or you attract food. Like that one SpongeBob episode where Patrick is talking to the magic conch and then the food falls from the airplane and he sucks up the entire picnic table. Pause. You know what I'm talking about, right? So while a lot of this is about abstaining from pornography, it's also about you shifting your consciousness and aligning your consciousness with that of your desired outcomes, redirecting your energy and your attention to what truly fulfills you beyond the physical. All right? The reason why so many people around the world give into lust and pornography is because it's just physical and superficial. It is you giving into the desires of the flesh, and it's what the devil wants. All right? Think about it. The physical sensation of your penis, it's like this. I don't know how to explain it, but I've looked down 5,000 times at my penis and it would just, it would feel good in just that 5-second time frame, but afterwards I would gain post-nut clarity. Maybe that made you feel uncomfortable, but sometimes we have to experience discomfort in order to truly internalize the truth that sets us free. Now moving on to just explaining that the practice of resisting temptations and urges through the practice of NoFap, through the practice of semen retention, it is a test of self-discipline and control. All right? When we resist and overcome these urges, it demonstrates not only to ourselves, but to God and the universe, that we are committed to the process, to the healing journey. This act of discipline and determination often leads to the manifestation of blessings on the other side as a reward for staying true to your goals. But be mindful, all right? Please be mindful when I say this. Not all rewards appear in the form of money or material possessions. Sometimes the best blessings that you could receive are ones where you truly feel a change in your daily mood, your temperament, your personality, an elevation of your character, an elevation of your self-esteem, that sense and feeling and knowledge of inner growth, that feeling of a sense of accomplishment, that carries you to the promised land, bro. This is not a political motivational speech. This is reality, bro. I say all that to say this, bro. You live the life that you deserve. If you give your energy to the devil, well, the devil's gonna give his energy back to you. If you open your doors for demons and you let them in, well, of course they're gonna come in. They want to destroy your life. But if you open your doors to Jesus who keeps knocking, or it could be Buddha, or it could be Muhammad, it could be any, obviously, like, righteous figure. If you let them into your life and your consciousness, they are going to provide you that love and intelligence and creativity and strength that you so desperately desire. But you have the free will decision to choose. It all starts within you, bro. With all that being said, man, if you've made it this far into the video, please comment down below. I'm way up, I feel blessed.